You alone most of the day. All you have to do is lie here and look beautiful, which shouldn't be too difficult for you.
Bet you say that to all your anemia patients.
Of course, if you have any more problems during the day, we might try some kind of remedial action.
Such as blood transfusions? You know, I don't mind those. They make me feel a lot healthier. Of course, they don't last very long, do they?
Well, I better be going. I'm sure your husband will be around pretty soon now.
Oh, yeah. He's here first thing every morning.
I'll stop by later in the day. Keep your chin up.
Sure.
Good morning, Miles. We'll talk about that.
How is she, Shelby?
Well, she slept soundly. Appetite moderately good. I told her we wouldn't be bothering her much today.
You got what we can do for her. Isn't that right? Without Jody, just about nothing at all.
There's no word about her sister?
No word.
Kelly?
Yeah.
Jody Muffin's alive! He didn't die!
Yes, of course it's going to make a difference. I mean, before they were just looking for a runaway. Now they're looking for a fugitive. That means that every police department in the country is going to be hunting for Kelly.
So you can't expect me to be happy because there's a warrant out for this boy's arrest.
I'm not going to argue the merits of the case with you. I just don't know that many facts about it. I can tell you one thing. Derek is convinced that Kelly is guilty.
Are you sure that that's Derek's reason? I mean, maybe Derek is just trying to be kind, you know, to me.
Why would you think that?
Well, because Derek knows that finding Kelly is basically the same thing as finding Jody, and he may just be trying to help the cause.
Well, I'm sure he's not against helping the cause, but I know he wouldn't pervert his job as chief of police to trump up false charges. No, he really believes that Kelly killed Eliot Dorn.
This has got upsetting Nancy and Mike, too. Kelly is Nancy's nephew, and they've been living together for months. It was as if he were her son.
Well, except with one big difference, you know. It's a son that arrives at the age of 20. They don't really know him at all. Listen, I didn't want this news to upset you. I wanted you to see the good side.
Is there a good side of it?
Yes, there is. Look, guilty or innocent, Kelly did the wrong thing by running away, avoiding responsibility. Now, if he's innocent, they can prove that when he gets back here. But meanwhile, the important thing is that he took Jody with him, and he gave her the means to avoid her own responsibility.
You know, finding Jody is not necessarily the solution.
It's half the battle.
You can't force her to make her give me her bone marrow.
No, but she can be persuaded, and she will when she realizes.
When she realizes what? That I am lying.
When she realizes how wrong she is to deny you such a simple thing. You're tired, aren't you?
No, I didn't tell the truth to Dr. Stewart.
What do you mean?
The truth is, I didn't sleep very much last night. Woke up at 4 in the morning. I was thinking. I was wondering if I'm ever going to see Adam again.
You will. You will.
But you know, I had some really nice thoughts, too. Some really nice things came into my mind. Little things. They were so nice. Sunday morning, bedroom, coffee cups by the bed, and newspapers scattered all over the blanket. And, you know, a little old teddy bear just sort of halfway under the bed. One of my slippers on yours. Oh, funny what you think about it for in the morning.
Yes, it is.
Honey, I really should sleep now.
Then you go ahead and sleep, my beautiful wife.
Dr. Kavanagh?
Oh, hello, Mr. Val.
Yes, hello. Well, I hope it was all right for me to come to the hospital. But after what you told me about Jody and your wife...
Oh, yes. Oh,
this is for your wife.
Thanks so much. That's so considerate of you. I'm sorry, she just went to sleep, I'm afraid.
Of course, it's all right. I did not really expect to see her. You know, she doesn't know me, of course.
Well, believe me, she knows who you are, and she knows what you are to Jody.
Right now, I am not much of anything to Jody, am I? Have you heard anything from her?
No, nothing at all.
Well, yesterday you started to tell me something about your wife and Jody, but you didn't...
Mr. Val, it's so complicated.
I'm sorry, I understand. Oh, well, I won't bother you any further. Thank you. Goodbye.
Mr. Val, I'm sorry. Look, come have coffee with me, can you?
Sure, of course.
Good. Cafeteria's this way.
Official. I mean, we haven't got Kelly McGrath yet, but we do have a warrant for his arrest. I just hope when he hears about it, he realizes the best thing he can do is just come on home.
Do you really believe that? He'll probably hop the next freighter to South America. Hell, that's what I'd do.
Well, I don't know. Now, that kind of depends.
On what?
On whether he's guilty or innocent.
Not necessarily. If Kelly didn't knock off Eliot Dorn and feels he's going to go to jail for it anyway, that's a good excuse to run away.
Yeah, well, why wouldn't that be a good excuse to come back and fight or prove his innocence?
You can't fight City Hall, Calvin. You know that.
Well, it's more like the state he's going to have to contend with.
Well, is that any better?
Maybe not.
You know, I still feel sorry for the guy, even though I don't like him that much.
Well, if you don't like him, why are you always defending him?
I don't know. Maybe it's because of Jody. She seems to think he's an okay guy.
Now, that's one thing I do resent. I hold that against him. I mean, guilty or innocent, he had no right to take Jody away from her.
Yeah, I resent that myself.
Hey, Red.
Hello?
Oh, when did you get back in town?
Last night.
Ah.
Do you think I could borrow my partner for a minute?
Yeah, he's all yours.
Thanks.
What's going on in that head of yours? I see that look in your eye.
Calvin, I've been up all night thinking, and I thought I was going to sound a little strange in the morning, but I think it's worth a try.
It must have something to do with the Dorn case. I mean, you haven't been thinking about much else these days.
Yeah. Calvin, I think I've come up with a way that we can trap Eliot Dorn's killer.
Right.
Okay, Calvin, I'm ready.
Okay.
Now, the first thing that happens, Raven goes to London, finds out she's been cut out of her mother's will. Then she finds out that Jamie stands to inherit the entire fortune. So she comes back to Monticello with one purpose and one purpose only, and that is to get rid of her kid. Not because she cares about him. She already proved how she felt about him when she left him, right? The only thing she wants is the money. The only way she can do that is to get custody, but that's not even good enough. Her mother's got to die.
Well, you make it sound pretty bad, Red.
Well, it's the truth, isn't it? The only way you can get a will to work is if the person who wrote it is dead. And that's exactly what happened to Nadine. She got into a car accident in a perfectly sound car on a clear evening, just a couple of minutes after she had tea with her daughter. Certainly would like to analyze Raven's teacups.
Okay, what about, Eliot?
Okay, Eliot. Now, the trial is going hot and heavy. Everything's in Raven's favor, right? Logan cannot come up with one shred of evidence that proves that Raven was an unfit mother. Until Eliot shows up with this letter, the letter that Raven wrote giving April and Draper. Anyway, Eliot has decided to start blackmailing Raven.
Now, hold on. How are you going to prove this?
Well, it's obvious. We found the letter in an envelope addressed to Logan Swift. Isn't it obvious what he meant to do?
Right. Okay, I'll give you that one. Go ahead.
Okay, Raven can't deal with it. She makes an after-hours appointment with Eliot, goes to the Unicorn with knife in hand, finds one of Kelly's puppets, and stabs him in the back. No problem.
Okay, what about Cliff?
Cliff is the same thing. He's come up with enough evidence to prove that Raven has killed Eliot, and he makes a mistake of telling her about it, so she has to do the same thing with him. Show me where I'm wrong.
All right. What about Molly Sherwood?
Molly Sherwood. Well, I don't know about her yet, but I do have a couple of ideas. Yeah. One of which, she was babysitting for Jamie the night that Nadine was killed. She might have overheard something, seen something. Raven got nervous and tried the same thing on her.
Well, I certainly give you first prize for stubbornness, that's for sure.
You haven't heard anything yet. Wait till Raven hears about the witness.
What witness?
The witness who saw Raven and the Unicorn that night.
There isn't any such witness.
She doesn't know that.
Oh, come on, Red. That's a dumb old trick. You really think she's going to fall for that?
Why not?
Well, for one thing, it's way out of line. What do you think Chief Mallory's going to do when he hears about it?
He's going to love it if it works. Come on, Calvin, you with me or what?
You want me to help you put that red head of yours into a noose, don't you? Well, no way, Mama, no way.
All right. I'm doing it myself.
What's the matter, Calvin? Gavin, you know, there used to be three of us. The Three Musketeers, they called us. I have a terrible feeling that very soon, we're only going to be one.
So now you know the whole story. Mr. Val, Martine, may I call you that?
Sure.
Martine, I don't know whether we're going to be able to find Jody in time. But if we do, could you possibly help me? Could you talk to Jody about this operation?
Of course, but I'm not an expert.
Well, you're an expert to her. You are her idol right now. And if I can convince you, if I can assure you that this operation is safe, that it will inflict no permanent injury, that it will not affect Jody's career, will you speak to her about it?
Of course I will. I will do anything, you know. I will talk to her. I will try to...
Hello, Martine. We do seem to keep meeting at the most unusual places.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I came to visit a sick friend in the hospital. Aren't you going to introduce me to your friend?
This is Dr. Cavanaugh.
Oh, doctor. I don't see your white coat, doctor.
Well, you're absolutely right. I must be an imposter. I didn't catch your name.
The name is Schuyler Whitney.
Oh, Whitney. I know your aunt very well.
Yes. Well, that's not surprising. Everyone in town knows her. Just as they'll know me. Just as they'll know my beautiful star dancer. Do you mind if I join you?
Well, you're welcome to take my seat. I've got to get going and start on rounds as soon as I put on my white coat. Listen, thank you very, very much, Martine. We'll be in touch, all right?
Oh, well, please, as soon as you hear anything, please let me know, okay?
Will do.
Thank you.
Thank you for this.
You're welcome.
Mr. Whitney?
Well, I didn't know you were consulting a Dr. Martine. Is there some medical problem that I should know about?
There is nothing you should know about. It has nothing to do with me. It's about his wife and Jody Travis.
A rather attractive man, the doctor.
You know why you're here. Are you spying on me again the way you did in Europe? Because if you are, I won't stand for it. Do you understand?
I told you, Martine. I'm here visiting a sick friend. It's just a little coincidence, that's all. Now let's go and get some decent lunch.
You know, this is really one of the happiest moments of my life. It's so wonderful to see something so sick brought back to life.
Jody, what's the matter?
Nothing, I'm all right.
Why are you suddenly so miserable? You were just happy.
Can't you tell, Kelly? Don't you know what I'm thinking?
I'm a puppeteer. I'm not a mind reader. Come on, you should be thrilled. You just saved the dog's life.
Yeah, I saved the dog's life. But I could have saved a human being's life. My own sister.
Now, Jody, don't.
I could have. All I had to do was let them take a little bone marrow. And then Nicole would have been all right.
But there was no guarantee it would work. The odds were against it.
Weren't the odds against Muffin, too? But he's alive. He's alive, and I'm not even sure if Nicole is. And no matter how small the chance was, Kelly, it was still a chance. And I took it away from her. Kelly, I have to go back.
What?
I have to go back to Monticello. Right now. Look, I don't want to leave you. But I can't let my sister die. I know how you're feeling, but you have to understand how I feel.
Sure I do. Look, I know you never really wanted to run away from Monticello. If I hadn't told you my plans, you probably never would have.
I don't know. That for sure. I wasn't thinking straight. All I knew was I couldn't face what was ahead of me there. I couldn't bring myself to say yes. I couldn't say no. So I ran away from the whole problem. But now...
Muffin is going to be the only one who will ever understand us, Jody.
You'll take care of him, won't you, Ken? You won't leave him on the beach the way we found him.
Oh, no, I won't leave him. As a matter of fact, maybe Muffin here will help me fool the police.
Kelly, I hate to leave you this way.
Look, it can't be helped. I mean, if I go back to Monticello, it's not to a hospital room, it's to a jail cell.
Kelly, you don't know that for sure.
Yes, I'm sure. Even if I didn't kill Eliot Dorn, they're going to say that I did, and there's absolutely nothing that I can do to prove them wrong.
Kelly, if you come back, I'd be there, too. I'd stand by you.
Okay, I'll try and stay in touch, all right?
Okay. All right.
I hate to see you leave.